Oop. Hello. I didn't actually mean to go live, so I pressed the button by accident, I think. Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me? Well, maybe not see me. Ha, there you go. Right. I've been to a fish auction. Let me just turn myself around for a second. There we go. Hello. Oh, why am I all blown out? Oh, I'm entangled by all manner of cables. Right, hello. We are live in the fish room. I've just come back from the Sheaf Valley Equarist Society big auction. So they have auction throughout the year, and I think they've got two fairly big ones, and this is one of them. So I went not planning to buy any fish. So if you saw my post on my channel earlier on, I was just going to see what was there, and But I have filled up that box and that bag. So we've got a few things. Let's see if I can. AH Aquatics, hello, how are we doing? Yeah, so for those of you who are here nice and early, I actually scheduled this, I thought I scheduled this for about 15 minutes time because I was going to do a little bit more setup and make my area ready to go, but I've not done any of that, so we're a little bit behind the curve, and I need some buckets. Where are all my buckets? Here's a bucket. Can we do with a bucket? We're going to do with a bucket. So, do you want to see what I got? Let's hear it in the comments if you want to see what I got. We'll start off with some of the dry goods. I got this tropical reef pump for, I almost got this for £2, but they cottoned onto my scam and paid £8 for it, which I think is all right. It's 25 watts, 2.5 meter head height, 2,500 litres per hour. That's not bad for £8. I'm happy with that. Brand new, it's not old. Same with many pumps, all different kind of fittings and fitments. But that'll do as a little just in case pump if something goes wrong and I need to move a decent amount of water decently quickly. I'm kind of happy with that. £8. And then I got a bag of stone, so some slate pieces, some nice different sizes and shapes. So my idea with some of these is, remember my quest to become an aquascaper? I am going to set up one of my nano tanks, or I don't know if it counts as a nano tank, smaller tanks. I'm going to use some of this to do a nice little aquascape with some wood that I've also found that I've had for about 15 years. But this is maybe half of the stuff that I've got here for a £5. You're not going to get that in the shops. So basically this bag full, if you can see the face I'm making trying to hold it up, it's quite a weight of stuff, which isn't bad. And then somebody was selling this as a pleco mix, which I thought, I'll give it a try. Now, I've probably got all of these foods individually that I sell on my website, aquariumadventures.co.uk, if you're into that kind of thing. But you know what? I like to support other people doing the same sort of thing. So it says £3 on the back, but I think I paid £1.50 or £2 for it, which is fine. It'll do some of my, this might be indicative of what's to come, but it'll do some of my fish as well. Right, so that's that. Now we're on to the box, which is stuff. But like I said, I wasn't ready for this, and I really need a drink. So come with me to the beer fridge. We're not getting beer though, we're just getting a nice drink. I'm going to get some nice Aldi orange, because I'm very, very hot. I'll put you back there. Can you see all that all right? Does that kind of make sense? So who have we got in? I can see sort of. 12 people? No, 38 people. Oh, God, I can't tell. So if you're here, say hello. More dry goods. A pleco cave, which may or may not be indicative of what's to come. Hello, Chris. Climbing Aqua's London walks. Hello. Beverages are available. I know, but the ones from Aldi is really nice. Don't work for Aldi or anything. Just thought I'd get that in there. I've probably missed loads of people saying loads of things. Mark Duffel, nice to see you. I'm going to struggle with the comments on the phone because I'm blind and the comments are small. Shall we do more dry goods or fish? What do you want to see? Should have a poll. Well, let's start off with this one because I want to get this sorted. So I should really start writing this down. I want to say I paid £14 for this one. And it went apeshit when I looked at it earlier, so I don't want to stress it out too much, but we're still okay. Let me just put it down. I should really just show you what they are and then get you to guess what they are. So this is a gold spot sailfin pleco L001, apparently. I thought L001s were something else. 6 inches for £14, which I thought was pretty darn good. So he is in here. My plan for him is to go in Briansville, my big tank with Brian. I thought if I get some fish, I want something that's going to do algae control because my tanks that don't have plants in them tend to get algae in them. Who knew? There's a little bit of diatoms at the moment in that tank, but I'm sure the proper algae is coming. So I thought I'll get a wee army of Bristlenoses or something, but then I kind of got carried away and bought a few extra things. So I've no idea if you can see that or not, but yeah, a gold spot sailfin pleco. Which is a good, decent size. Ooh. London Walk says, where am I from? Where am I from? Or is there someone else from? I'm from Scotland, Glasgow to be specific, but I live in Sheffield. Chris guessed fish. Yes, I definitely got fish. Purdy, it is. It's a very purdy fish. So I want to get him up to temperature, but he's not in a bag, he's just in a box. So I'm just going to sit him up here for a bit until he naturally comes up to chill. He's been pooping for Britain in here. So I'm just going to set him up here. And then he can be the last fish to go in that tank over there because that tank's at room temperature and that will quickly get to room temperature. That's kind of my thinking. Right, what else have we got? What else have we got? Right. In here we have so 10 blue leopard ram's horn snails, and I've got 6 pots of them for £1 a pot. The reason I'm laughing is when I went up to collect these ones, so I bid on them. Nobody wanted ram's horn snails, and I kind of get it because snails are a pest to most people. But when I won the auction, we started them at like £3 or £4 a pot, and we're all the way down to £1. I was like, yeah, go on then, I'll have them. And I went up to get them, and I thought, oh, if you make a video about them, will you make sure you let them acclimatise properly so as they get their colour back, because they've got really cool colour. And I didn't know whether I had the heart to tell them, I'm actually going to use these to feed my puffer fish. So, you know, these are more food than pets. But they are cool. I probably will have some. I'm going to get a tank set up for these to just breed, because I did have that previously in one of the tanks that I broke down recently, so we'll just have that sitting with a little air pump going, breeding snails for my pufferfish. So we've got 6 pots of them for £6, which I'm kind of happy with. That was pretty good. I got 2, no fish in that, don't worry. I've got 2 bags of Amazon Frogbit, which also has lots of duckweed in it. I've seen since then, so I was like, I've just eradicated duckweed from my aquariums down here, now I'm going to add it back in again. But I do like a bit of Frogbit. That should be big enough that my goldfish won't eat the Frogbit, and then we can start selling Frogbit when that all breeds. So 2 bags of them. I mean, there's a decent amount in there, each of them. I think £1.50 or £2 per bag. Again, nobody seemed to want it, so I'll take it. Some more snails. So these are 10 pink ram's horn snails. Again, £1 for a pot. And then nets. So this size, £1, got 2 of them. This size, £1.50, got 2 of them. This size, £1.50 as well, and I got 2 of them. So I must have 200-300 nets somewhere in this fish room. Whenever I want a net, can I find any of them? No. So every time I go to an auction, I buy half a dozen nets, if not more. And they just, there must be pixies or something in here that just takes them away. So I've got a bunch of them. Again, cheap as chips, buying them in the shop, they're going to be £3-4 each, if not more. So if that's good, right now everything else is fish. Can you feed your snails to a pea puffer? I can't, because I don't have any pea puffers. I've only got a Fahaka puffer at the moment. I did that with my Corys. I dropped them when the dog jumped at me. They're all fine. Good, good, good. Right. I think you're now going to be introduced to my Bristlenose army, because what I've been going on about, well, I probably haven't been going on about, because I think everybody else is boring, but this tank is, this is my 12-foot discus tank. Biggest discus tank in the UK, until somebody corrects me. I think we're on day 193 of telling people that. As you can see, it's a pretty big tank. There are 2 or 3 Bristlenose plecos. I think we've got some Starlight and some peppermint plecos in here, which I rarely see, but they're doing an okay job. But there is a little bit more algae, so I'm going to deploy an army of Bristlenoses. I do like them. That was my plan. If I was going to get any fish, I'd get some Bristlenoses, put them in this tank, and put them in that tank, because that is starting to get algae in well again, and then get some in the Mbuna tank as well. So they can just breed, do what they want, not breed, whatever happens, I don't care, as long as they do their jobs, which is to take care of some of the algae and look cool. Because when you do see them out about doing their thing, they're cool little fish, so they're worth it in their own right. So let's see what we got. Let's start off with this one, Snow White and Citrus. Can you see it? No, you can't, because he's hiding down there. So, come on, lights, play the game. Not the biggest example in the world. Can you see that there? Is that anything? So they are different to albinos, different to lemons, in the fact that they are white rather than, so you can see they've got blue eyes and they're very white. Got 2 of them, I think. Yep. This is going to be like me showing you what looks like empty bags of water for a little while. So all the bristlenoses, all the ancestris of all the varieties I've got, I'm going to put in that tank over there to do a bit of quarantining. So this is, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? Let's think about it. You're now about to see me live on camera thinking. Oh, the pain. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of water in this little bucket. And I need a cup of some description. Bloody camera tripods everywhere. Can I show you this? Do you care about this in any way? So that's going to be my quarantine tank. Right, I think we're back. I don't think the phone likes me moving it, so maybe we'll just, screw it. Take that phone. We still here? Yes, we're still here. Right, so I'm going to show you my getting fish out of bags and into tanks. So I've showed you the tank, I hope. We're going to use that tank there to quarantine all the bristlenose. Plenty of mulm, plenty of algae, a nice mature filter. Everything's going to be good in there. Move that out away. And we're going to get one of my new nets. Because like I say, I can't find... Oh, I've just found one. I usually can't find my nets anywhere. So we're going to use one of the new ones. And what I do come on down here with me, peeps. Hopefully you should be able to see that. So I've got a bucket with a little bit of water in there. And I'm just going to rinse this net a wee bit just to make sure it's all good. And then we take the fish. So this is one of the snow white ones. Now, ideally, I would be floating all these fish to make sure they get up to temperature, but using the very scientific, that seems about right. All the fish have been sat in here for a little while